Now, bush camping is an art. Once you're in the bush, the enemy cannot see you. You become completely invisible. The enemy loses the ability to see you. Thus, shit.
I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another Playerunknown's Battlegrounds video. Today I am playing the map Savage, which is out on the PUBG closed experimental test servers for PC only. Right off the bat, I want to say to all my console fans that are watching, I don't have any information about when this map will be available for console. I'm not even 100% sure when it's going to be available 100% for PC, because as I said, right now we are playing in a closed experimental server. So if you're on PC and you want to check that out, go for it. I think you had to sign up for a code, so if you didn't do that by now, there's probably no codes available, but go on Google and type in, PUBG Savage test server code. You might get lucky and find a place that's still giving away the codes. Alright, so there's been a lot of changes to this map because this is the second round of testing. It came out a couple weeks ago for testing, and then they closed it. The map was only about halfway done, and now they've reopened it for more tests. So, here are some things that have changed since the last time we got to see this map. The map is now more dense. Okay, there's been 3 new areas that have been added. The middle of the island is now home to Banyan Grove and Abandoned Quarry. And the southeastern section now has a dock where there's a giant crane and 2 big ships. I got to see those. Those were so awesome. The Abandoned Quarry was really cool too. It has mud that you can kind of get stuck in. I'm not sure about Banyan Grove. I think that's just a bunch of trees. I ran past it, but I didn't really go in there. But that was really cool. The red zone is smaller and will last for less time, which makes sense because the map is smaller and the general rounds aren't as long. So it's good not to constantly be stuck in the red bombing zone. Alright, let's see. There is a new feature that enables the blue zone to calculate and adjust its waiting time based on the number of players left alive. I've been waiting for that, man. That really speeds up mid-game play and gets you more to the end game, because sometimes, you got a whole bunch of people that jump out at one location and they all get themselves killed. And before the first push of blue even comes in, there's only 20 to 30 people left. And you're like, should I just back out? Because I'm going to be basically waiting for the blue to close in so I can actually see people. So yeah, it's cool that that there's a new feature that enables the blue zone to calculate and adjust its waiting time based on the number of players still in the game. That's awesome. Alright, let's see. Some more changes. Boats are going to spawn less often around the map, so not as many boats. But towns near the water will have boats more consistently. You're going to see more grenades and some other random fixes. There were some issues with footsteps and sound effects. Apparently those have been resolved. And the weather now changes as you play. Instead of just, having a whole map of fog or a whole map of rain. I was playing a game earlier and it went from sunny out to stormy and rainy. It was the coolest thing, man. I never really cared about dynamic weather before in other games I play, but this one definitely got my attention. That was so cool to have it sunny out like it is right now in the gameplay and then all of a sudden start raining. Awesome. Alright, so apparently today is the 18th, and it's the last day this map will be available. I'll put a link in the description on how to get access, just in case it's still up by the time you see this video. And as far as I know, this map won't come to the public on PC for at least a couple more months, and I'm sure it will be much longer for them to get it to console. I mean, look how long the Miramar map has been out, since December, I think, and we're already well into April, and we're not even getting it till May. So almost half a year from when that map came out on PC to console. But hopefully they speed these delays up in between when PC gets something and when console gets something. I can understand how they wanted to delay the desert map Miramar a long time for console, because the console game had just come out, and it was so full of bugs it was almost unplayable. So they had to do a lot of patches first to make the game more stable before they start releasing maps. And honestly, on console, the game is not even close to being as stable as it should be. It's still in early access, still crashes all the time, still has a very inconsistent frame rate, clunky aiming system. I mean, I honestly think before they bring any maps to console, they should work on that. But I understand their need to keep players playing. I mean, a lot of people are bored with the Erangel map by now, and they want something different. Even if they're still playing because of the game crashes and all the other bugs, they just want something different. So I can see why they want to bring Miramar to Xbox. Hopefully they can bring this map to PC and Xbox at the same time. I know that's a pipe dream and it will probably never happen, but I would like to see that. I would really, really like to see that. So yeah, definitely had a lot of fun playing this map, guys. The first time around wasn't so fun. The server was very, very laggy for me. I had trouble just playing in general. And I switched to the regular PUBG on the Erangel map, and I did just fine. So the second time around, the lag doesn't even seem to be there. I mean, there's always gonna be times you die when it's just laggy, you know, like you get hit by a whole bunch of bullets at once, but on their screen they shot you over time. That's just PUBG. Same thing happens in games like Call of Duty when you have a bad connection. It's just something you have to deal with in online gaming. But I will say this time around, I really enjoyed it. Did not see as much server lag. Did not see as much desync. It was really good. And I got to play a lot of solos. I got to play a lot of duos. I got to play with my friends. And I had a really great time playing this new Savage map. Now, the thing I like about it the most is how small it is and how much loot is on the map. There is so much loot. You're almost guaranteed to get an assault rifle in almost every building you walk into. Okay, well, maybe like a 75% chance of getting an assault rifle in every building you walk into. It's not like the Erangel or the desert map where you can loot an entire complex and only walk away with like a pistol and a shotgun. No, you're guaranteed, your whole team's going to have assault rifles, you know, by the first or second complex that you loot. And if you land in a highly populated area, like a city or a barracks, or just a place with a lot of buildings, then you're pretty much all going to find an assault rifle in almost the first building you walk into. It's great. So the amount of loot and gear on this map and the small size of it is what appeals to me. I like the faster paced gameplay where the gunfights still feel the same as the other map, but the blue moves in much faster. Well, the blue, actually, the movement of it is slow, but the time is faster. And like I just said, there seems to be a new feature where it calculates how many players are left and starts moving faster if there's not that many people left, which is amazing. I really like that too. That's awesome. And I hope they implement something like that soon. I know there are some big changes coming to the regular PC version with the Blue Zone, and hopefully we'll see those changes on Xbox as well. This game plays out differently on PC and Xbox because using a mouse and keyboard versus a controller just allows for a lot faster movements and more accurate gameplay, which changes the dynamic and changes the way people play. I would love to see this map come to console and see how it plays out. I noticed huge differences when this map came out on Xbox and the way people play it versus the way people play on PC. It blew my mind. Like, one of the things I noticed different is on Xbox, people tend to drive vehicles a lot more, but on PC, people are very hesitant to drive vehicles into the final circle because you can be much more accurate with shooting people with a mouse, and it's easy to shoot people out of vehicles, basically. You just spam the trigger where the driver is, and you're probably going to shoot him out pretty easily. So yeah, so the small size of the map, I like how there's loot pretty much everywhere, and I like how it doesn't seem to be as laggy as it was last time. I've played this in first-person mode and third-person mode. I know there's a lot of die-hard fans out there of both modes. I play them both, probably mostly third-person because that's what most of my friends prefer, but I'm always down to play first-person, and I actually feel that I do a little better in first-person because it's more tactical. You don't deal with a lot of third-person peek campers and things like that. So I played this map in both ways, and what I noticed, the only difference I noticed on the small map between third-person and first-person was the same exact thing as the other maps. In third person, people tend to camp just a little more because they can hide behind trees and see you, but you can't see them around corners and stuff like that. And in first person mode, it's just more tactical. If you spot a guy, you can kind of back off and flank him and know that he can't see which direction you're coming from if you know what you're doing and know how to use cover to your advantage. And that's very helpful on the small map because to close the distance, a lot of times when people start shooting at you, they're a lot closer than they would be on bigger maps like Erangel and Miramar. So when people start shooting at you, it's a lot easier if you have a team to distract one of them with another teammate and then get the flank going. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is my review on the new map codenamed Savage for PC PUBG closed test servers only. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Here's the final kill for the chicken dinner. As you can see, I utilized that third person peek like a boss. Come around, shred the last guy for the win. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next video or stream. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Later.